Over the last week, I've had a number of conversations with firms who have been asking some very similar questions. It's certainly been a theme that's been running through it. And today I had a call from a gentleman in America. His name is Kenny Walters. And Kenny had come across my firm's app and some of these videos even, and also Amanda Watts. And he'd begun to follow and look at some of the content through there. And it's because of his call this afternoon that I wanted to stop on the drive home just now and record this very short video, because the overriding theme has been about one of relationship. And with that relationship, about how you get that connection in the first place and foster that relationship pre-sale. So as a firm, how do you attract the right types of people? How do you build those relationships before the point of sale? And how do you continue to encourage that and get the right engagement afterwards? And one of the things that having your own app does, and the reason that Kenny got in touch from America and came on board as a client today as he looks to grow his firm, is because of that ability to influence. And influence is really important, isn't it? And there's two parts of it I'd like to major on just now. One aspect of that is before the point of sale. So an example here that Kenny and I picked up on in this call was about how whenever somebody downloads your app, you can see who they are and you know who that person is. Now you can segment your audience, and you can do some great stuff there so that when you send push notification messages through your app, they pop up on screen and get a fantastic result, around 5 times more so than using email. Now, because you can see who it is who's downloaded your app, then you can just jump on LinkedIn, for example, and say, well, Dan Richards has just downloaded my app. I can see a little bit about him. I know the sort of things he's into, his business. I can do a tiny bit of desktop research. That now allows you to be so much more personal and specific in the communication that you send through the app to me as you seek to nurture that relationship and to bring it on before the point of sale. And that's an incredibly powerful thing, isn't it? What intelligence that gives you, what access that gives you, and what a different way of serving, because that's not normal, is it? And it's not commonplace. It's not what the accounting profession or professional services as a whole are renowned for. And the other side of that is once they become a client, then being able to continue to influence their behaviour. So when we were speaking with Alan Woods at Accountex last week, and this is where a lot of the conversations had flowed over the last 7 or 8 days now, has been around the ability to influence behaviour of existing clients. So you can lead them into different cloud logins and third-party programs that you put inside your app. You're able to lead them into using some of the tools like GPS mile tracking and receipt management. You can guide them into content that you want them to be reading. All of it incredibly easy for the firm to administer, but gets a terrific result from the client and doesn't just leave things up to their own volition any longer. Clients like myself are great examples where you'll tell us something really good and important that you want us to do, and with great enthusiasm we say, yep, I'm onto that, thank you. But you know that we're going to get busy. Our existing habits are going to take over. So using the notifications to lead and influence that behaviour can have some profound effects, very simple to achieve. So there you go, 2 parts of the relationship, both pre-sale and post-sale, where people like Kenny, who got in touch from America today, wanting to get his app in place as he grows his firm, and many others all over the world now are engaging with prospects and clients in such a way. Kenny also had a great deal to say about Amanda and her book, The Pioneer in Practice, so it's well worth you reading that if you haven't come across it so far and seeing some of the pragmatic ideas that she has to share as well. Speak soon.